advantage. Ben Bernanke, the former head of the U.S. Fed, came to one of Ripple's customer events, and one of the things he said is, countries will not give up their ability to control monetary supply. They will roll tanks into the streets first because it's giving up sovereignty. Now, we can debate whether or not some countries at the longer tail ever had control of their money supply. But the G20, I think I agree with Jeremy that cash is anonymous and private and all those things. But if you ever walk into the bank and ask to withdraw $20,000 of cash, they're going to ask you a lot of questions.
You never want a serious crisis to go to waste. And what I mean by that, it's an opportunity to do things that you think you could not do before.
My message is the following. 2023 is going to be a difficult year for the world. And the silver lining can only be that we use it to transform our economies, that we accelerate change that will underpin sounder prospects for growth, and that we, the IMF, fully recognize our responsibility to be a force for good, and a force we will be.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book. The New World Order book is going to show you how the world really works. And it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. I told you at the beginning of the year, in the first quarter of 2022, we was going to have an event that was going to bring us down. And then also in the fourth quarter, we would have an event that would bring us down. That's exactly what happened. And now I'm going to tell you, in the first quarter, we're going to have an event that's going to bring us down in 2023. And then also in the fourth quarter of 2023, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, guys, the markets are still going to be pumping and dumping until they get ready to pull the full rug. But I'll let you know when that's about to happen. Now, also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to get re-educated. And also, much love to those who donate to the Cash Shop and Patreon. And in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events. Also, I give you the New World Order cryptos in the Patreon. Of course, you have to do your own research. But this next bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure that you have the cryptos that have utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks pulling back. And we know we have futures contracts ending. And remember, I told you guys, normally, because they moved back to the end of the month, we started pumping instead of dumping. But as we can see, the volume is so low, That's the reason why we're having that pullback. And guys, we know we're going to be rolling into open interest. We don't have to worry about the Fed, so I definitely see us having a slight pump. And then starting in February and March, I see Bitcoin, cryptos, and stocks taking a bigger pullback. We know the first quarter of every year we have a big pullback. And I'm going to go over that later on in this video. But guys, don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yields rising. We have the dollar slightly pulling back. We have volume. We have Tether. We have USDC. And then, of course, we have the Fed. Repo still over 2.2 trillion. We know they're raising rates, all the central banks, the major ones. And then plus starting to roll off the balance sheet at the beginning of the year. And everybody has sent out warnings when it comes to 2023. It's going to be a tough year. And guys, we know about the 15% tax on these corporations. We know higher wages. We know these interest rates are weighing on these small businesses. But we know the goal of the NWO. Remember, they cause a problem, wait for the reaction, run in with the solution. The goal is to destroy this legacy market so that therefore they can give the fourth industrial revolution rise. So 2023 is going to be a lot of chaos. So therefore they can have order. All the major corporations have lowered their forecast for 2023, so therefore it won't look so bad. But guys, we know to always pay attention to the numbers because they don't lie. This is an orchestrated plan to bring America to Babylon down, along with the United States reserve currency. Now we have the former Chinese central banker says digital yuan usage has been low. And guys, we know when it comes to China, they tell their people what they can use and what they can't use when it comes to the currency. So we know that's nothing but the Hegelian dialectic. We know that China has been pushing the digital yuan, and we know the IMF has set up the digital yuan, so therefore it can eventually be the world reserve currency. Now we have Turkey's central bank CBDC completes its first test. And we know all these central banks, I don't care what country you go to, have a plan either for a stable coin or a CBDC for this digital transformation. And it's like I said, I don't care what country you go to, and that's how you know this is all a big plan. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale at about $14.637 billion. And getting over into a little crypto news, we have Solana priced down about 97% from its peak. But remember, guys, majority of these cryptos are down 60, 70, 80, 90%. And we know we can say the same thing when it comes to the stock market, and it had nothing to do with the blowups that we had when it comes to Luna or FTX. We know it all came from the central bank. And we have Vitalik sends out a tweet and says Solana has a bright future. And lastly, guys, we have Elon Musk says forget about all you have been taught. Be a critical thinker. And guys, that's exactly what I want you to be. Elon Musk, Starlink, that's Skynet. Driverless cars with no steering wheel. That means they don't want you driving it. Neuralink, the robots. Guys, if you're a critical thinker, you'll see that Elon Musk is a puppet for the NWO. And of course, we have Brad Garlinghouse talking about working with the central banks. And we've seen them with the central banks and the IMF. And we know Ripple supports CBDCs. They support carbon credits. Be a critical thinker, people, like Elon stated. Because, guys, if you connect the dots, you can wake up out of that sleep. And that will enable you to accept the truth. Because you know the crypto teacher gives you the truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, but it sets you free. And remember, the crypto teacher told you because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys, don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, to see with the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.